Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Akshan, and we'll be facing off against the Twisted Fate adventure from the Rogues of Runeterra campaign. I'll just get Akshan out of the way, since we are obliged to play Akshan here to get the rewards. Then we'll move on to more interesting champions, but I don't really think we're going to struggle a whole lot with Akshan. Uh, we are incentivized to pick a low curve anyway, so we can play Akshan on the first turn, and then our augments help us keep him alive in the Banshee's Veil and the Laurent Blade Rack, so that we can choose what units block the action, and then we just have the perfect X score because it generates another card that we can use to target our own units, so the landmark counts down faster. So yeah, let's get to it. Best Fizz, Morgana Fizz cares about us casting spells, and we are going to cast a decent amount of spells. Also, it gives us a rather low curve. Yeah, let's pick up the Fizz. It's probably good enough. Titanic Wake, Sunstone Scout, Spell Slinger. Honestly, yeah, I think Spell Slinger might be the best choice here. The time and dedication costs 1, so now it costs 0. We get 2 cost double trouble, which is very good. 1 cost spell from your region suddenly becomes 0. Yeah, we'll pick Spell Slinger and then we'll draft a low curve deck in terms of spells, and then we win. None of these are that great. I guess Retreat Return is an interesting way to make my units dodge removal. But do I care about it? Honestly, I might be incentivized to pick Pilfered Goods just because we need card generation eventually. So yeah, let's pick up the Pilfered Goods. These are all rather expensive. I want some earlier drops. Ancient Preparations. I think it's worth it. I don't really like playing a lot of landmarks with Akshan because I feel like they take up way too much of the board, and we only really care about the Warlord spells because we can force it to count down. But this helps delay the opponent a little bit, and we get two 2/2s off of it. So sure. Rockbear Shepherd. When you summon another ally, advance your highest countdown landmark by 1. When I'm summoned, summon an Iberdine taking Rockbear. I'll rather have the Protoporo, honestly. Armed Acquisitioner has a lot of flexibility, so sure. Saltspire Spirit. When I'm summoned or destroyed, summon a follower if my cost from your regions. That's the thing, I don't want landmarks. Let's reroll. Slipstream. Okay, let's pick up the Slipstream. Scrying Sands is decent. Risen Altar is way too expensive, honestly. Let's reroll again. We have a lot of rerolls. Imagine Possibilities. It can work, especially since we have like 2 landmarks. Power Riff. That suddenly makes Risen Altar a more tempting option because now we don't have to spend 6 entire mana on it. You know what? Sure. It's interesting. I don't normally choose this many landmarks for Akshan. They're just too slow. But you know what? It might be worth it. Might make it, at the very least, we'll have an interesting experience because it's not something I normally or a strategy I normally play with when I'm playing Akshan. Let's keep the Imagined Possibilities and the Protoporo, sure. We're going to be incentivized to play double damage and possibilities. We don't draw action at the start. We don't really need to. Let's do Armed Acquisitioner. We'll get the disable keywords. I don't really think the other options are going to be relevant. And I'm actually going to go Fizz here, because I would rather have Fizz be the one that gets the epic items from the X-Stack Fabricator 3. A random landmark with countdown in hand, or advance your landmarks by 1. Let's advance our landmarks by 1. Ooh, let's do that again. Double attack, Rally on death. Could be worse. Let's give the Armed Acquisitioner a random keyword. See if it's something good. You know what? Sure. We can use the Scrying Sense to keep it alive. Ooh, action. That's exactly what I want. With action around, we are going to be able to get the Warlord Sword, which will help us refill our hand. Let's drop down the action. We're going to proc the landmark. It will unfortunately come at the cost of a significant amount of health.
One scoundrel at a time.
Let's block like so. Try to minimize the amount of damage I'm taking here without compromising our champions, because I am going to need them in order to win. Draw 1. It's fine.
Righteously reclaiming.
We'll draw another. Action is okay. Can use our actions champion spell. Raise an altar for the next turn. And then, as the last card of our turn, I suppose we can do Double Trouble. It's overall better than Explorer Bundle Protoporo, because it gives us 2 units on board. So Risen Altar didn't actually do anything, but that isn't to say that it will be always useless. We might actually make some use out of it in a later game. Valley of Imitation, Recursion, Mirror Mage. I guess we're taking Recursion. It's a interesting choice. It allows us to double our spell casts, or double a single spell, but we don't really need to double the spells we are playing. Maybe for the sake of refueling our hand, but even then, I'm not sure. Okay. Ancient Preparations action. Seems like a decent turn. So that's exactly what we'll do. I'm getting the debuffs just in case. It's a precaution for the later turns. You know what? Let's do another Ancient Preparation. This way we debuff the opponent's units even further. Now let's drop down all our buffs on action. I could have actually done one on Fizz. I didn't realize I had enough mana for Fizz. Still okay though. Next turn we'll be able to go for Coral creatures, crying sands, and recursion.
For the honor of my house.
In case I need to. Probably won't need to though. I can save this for the next turn.
Yield or perish.
Let's buff up the action further. Debuff the opponent's unit. Card draw is going to be important. We're almost out of cards. Can actually exhaust here. I don't need to, I can block with the coral creatures. Let's buff up the fizz.
You cannot run from absolution.
We proc the action. We can draw 2. Sure. We'll draw 2, we'll set up with these 2 spell mana so that next turn we go for a big turn. We'll pick up the action. Try to pop the Warlord's Palace. Can actually double the action effect by striking twice there. Yeah, we'll do just that. Recursion, then this. We double that up. We get double the effect from the action. And then we target here. We're almost at the point where we can get the Warlord Sword. Ah, we didn't get any spells that target our own units. Maybe the opponent has some in his deck. That's no. That counts. But by this point we don't really need it. We can just attack with the units we currently have and we have lethal. Because we counted on our landmark so much that we ended up giving our units a bunch of attack. You know what, I'm pretty sure this combo would have completely killed the Twisted Fate. We would have been able to draw so much. Desert Duel, Buried Armory, Starhound Pack. The correct choice is Desert Duel, 100%. But Starhound Pack is fun. My fated buffs are granted to allied Starhound Packs everywhere. I kind of want to get a bunch of copies of Starhound Pack and then just buff them all up. Yeah, let's do it. Then here we're going to cut. Maybe the Protoporo? It's cheap, easy to get out of our hand. But do I really need it? Or maybe the Armed Acquisitioner. But the Armed Acquisitioner is flexible. It all comes down yet again to the Reason Altar. I'm very tempted to pick it as a card cut because we haven't been able to play it so far, and I don't think we're going to be able to play it even with the reduced cost. Yeah, let's just cut this out of the deck. Tiana Crown Guard. The opponent has an aggressive start. I'm going to be in a bit of trouble. But as long as I open with action, it shouldn't matter. I'll keep the fizz in hand to increase the chances of getting action. And turns out I did get action. We'll do action. I can do recursion to ensure that it's not wasted, I guess. So that's what I'll do. We'll recursion the X-Core upgrade, give action to 2 keywords. And we'll do Ancient Preparation. Keep buffing up the action. We'll imagine possibilities. Next turn we're going to have a full board because of that.
Villains beware.
Ooh. Action shares his keywords with the Shadow Apprentice. In that case I can do this safely We don't need to hit the opponent's nexus. Board control is preferable.
You cannot run from absolution.
This is going to be a very big swing turn. I say swing turn, but we already had our turn under control. Or the board under control. Let's do time in dedication there. Now we can use the grappling hook. But we're going to do that after I play Fizz. Hopefully give the opponent an opportunity to do something else. He just attacks. That's a mistake.
Everyone should have a grappling hook. Oh, come now.
We'll do this. Make use of the cards that have fleeting, because I'm going to spend them all up anyway. We'll draw last, like a good card game player.
Yoink.
Next turn, we should have more than enough to close out the game. We're going to proc the Warlord Sword here. So it's just a matter of will I actually need to play everything? Honestly, no. Going to draw 2, make everything cost 1 less. Let's do it again, sure. Let's get another
Justice was fast.
Warlord Sword. We'll attack with everything. Have more than enough damage, but just in case, let's use Fizz's champion spell to rally. The opponent, poor thing, he just sat there and saw me play all the cards in my hand and then refill my hand yet again. He didn't even get the priority back to him. Mariam is good. Unleashed energy. Destroy a landmark to give an ally +4/+2. It's too expensive. Let's go Mariam. Solitary monk or a shop. Let's do shop. I kind of want a power. Another spell slinger. You know what? Let's double down on it. Sounds like fun. All of our spells cost -2. So we have 3 mana Iceborne Legacy. Or we can do the rush. As long as we have action, we should be able to keep up our draw. So maybe we can cut the pilfered goods for a better card like Iceborne Legacy or Rush. Honestly, that seems like an interesting choice. Let's pick up the Rush. It gives our cards an epic item too. And that's always good. Yeah, pilfered goods is a goner. Unfortunately, cards from the opponent's deck are usually not that synergistic with our own deck, so we'd much prefer drawing from our own deck instead. Keep the Fizz since we can play it on the first turn, alongside the Ancient Preparations. And the Akshan. Just like so. Ooh, now the recursion is free. But we are no longer summoning a proper unit off of the recursion. I guess we're summoning a casket. It's better than nothing. Double trouble for the board. Let's give our action to keywords. Oh, right, we also have access to the Chained Caster from our regions. I was just thinking about the 0 drop from Piltover and Zon. Completely forgot about the one from Targon.
Villains beware.
Ooh, that's a A lot of hurt for the first turn. Almost killed the opponent immediately. And these curses aren't even that much of a hassle. You can just
Worthless. We are what we do.
get rid of them for 0. Well, as long as he doesn't stack the curses, obviously. But I don't think he is going to have an opportunity to stack the curses. Draw 1.
What was theirs is now ours.
It's not. It doesn't really matter what I pick here. I think the game's already more than over. The opponent, yeah, he doesn't really have anything for 4 mana that saves him there. Let's just get this over with. 4-star Hound pack hasn't really made any impact this entire run. Don't worry, buddy. You'll be useful eventually. Ooh, that would have been good, but unfortunately my other units aren't enough to close out the game.
Vengeance with a smile.
Here, what do I want? Challenger is extremely redundant. Targon's Brace is interesting, but nah, let's reroll. Farsight, Alteration, Spirit. Sure, let's go for the Spirit. It's a small stat boost. Shared Mana Flow, Arm to the Teeth, Adaptation. You know what? I think I benefit more from the extra mana than the opponent. So let's go Shared Mana Flow. Let's go for the Healer. Might be able to cut some bad card from our deck. There is always a bad card to cut. Here. You know what? Sure, let's keep this entire hand. We'll do double preparation. Ancient preparations into action rush.
Good people don't look the other way.
Approaching the battlefront.
We have a very cheap grappling hook as well.
You can count on me.
Unfortunately, I have no other units besides the action for this first turn. It should be okay. Let's do rush for the item. Elusive. Not exactly what I wanted, but we'll make it work. We'll kill that one. Kind of a waste not to attack with elusive, but I don't mind. We'll drop down the Fizz. We're going to get a full board after this turn, thanks to the ancient preparations. Ooh, that's a problem.
Talk is worthless. We
I need
are
to
what we
protect
do.
my champions against that unit. Verdict, then draw one. Fizz, sure.
Yoink.
We'll get access to Fizz's champion spell. And then, yeah, Scrying Suns for the debuff. It's fine. Let's drop down the coral creatures. Then I have the grappling hook for the, yep, the Swiftwing Lancer.
Justice works fast.
Then I hex core upgrade whatever. And then we just pass the turn. Livestream is going to be good for the refill. Yeah, unfortunately we never get full value off of the double ancient preparations. But it's not like it's a crucial thing. Let's attack with everything and then use Fizz's champion spell for the sake of rallying.
Sound the alarm!
Ooh. That's a way to deny me the rally, but fortunately I have Scrying Sands to stop that from happening. And now I rally anyway. And your unit dies. So it just gave me the victory.
What could have been? Been a long path to get.
Let's go ahead and draw. I feel like I need to fill my hand up. Let's do grappling hook. Get rid of that large blocker.
Grappling hook.
I've come
And
so
we can... know what? Sure, let's drop down the Starhound pack. We don't even have a buff for it, but just a way to use it. Just so we can say we played him at least once this entire adventure. And the way things are going is really gearing up to be on the shopping block at the healer. Which is right now actually. Frost Spike, Speed Wraps, Eye of the Storm, 2 mana Eye of the Storm. You know what? Sure. 2 mana Eye of the Storm is good. Card Cut. I haven't seen the Protoporo a single time. I'm very tempted to cut it. You know what? Sure. Let's get the Protoporo. You get to live another day, Starhound pack. Undying Legion. Well, that's just a massive pain for the opponent to deal with. So yeah, no way I'm passing that up, right? 6 mana, 4 mana, draw 3. Nah, I need to pick this up. And I don't have mana for the other option, but it's fine. Stargazer, I don't have enough money for the Stargazer. I guess we're stuck going for the Mage Seeker and Scyther. Starhound pack, Scarring Sands Fizz. Let's skip the Fizz, toss the Starhound pack. Never mind, I guess we're saying goodbye to the Starhound pack. Just in a different way. Or I could drop him down instead of the Fizz, but no, I'm not passing up the opportunity to play both of my champions.
Cooked to kill. You know how it is. Contain the arcane.
This is just way too good of a turn to pass up.
Take a look at this.
We'll go Ancient Preparations, Action. Then we'll buff up here. We'll buff Action. We can do Double Trouble actually, for the sake of getting a board. Then we can do Rush. You know what? I'll do Rush on the Fizz. And even though it's a bit of a waste, I'll do this to get rid of all of the opponent's units. I think this is important. Denying the opponent units on the board is denying him targets for his buffs.
Will you comply? Or are
So without targets for his buffs,
Fixing the world one
he
scoundrel at a time.
won't really have a good time. Honestly, leveling up the Fizz is completely irrelevant. Just a way to increase the amount of damage we deal. Let's pass. See what the opponent does.
If you have nothing to hide.
I would like the opponent to attack, but I don't think he's going to attack. Because of that, I might as well just use my resources while I can. We'll save up the spell mana for the next turn. And then this turn, I'm just dumping my entire hand. Just like so. We'll go this here, this here. Let's Eye of the Storm the Elusive Fizz with double attack. Guess that's a way to remove stuff. Let's rush this guy. Let's keep drawing. Let's get another Warlord's Sword. Draw more. The opponent isn't going to get an opportunity to do anything. Let's just end his misery. Casual 92 damage coming towards the opponent. Yeah, considering the amount of card draw we can pull, I think we're pretty safe against Twisted Fate. We're just going to deck ourselves out and win the game that way, using Twisted Fate's power. Ooh, double epic items on the unit. That's cool. Recursion, double trouble, Scrying Sands. Let's pick up more Scrying Sands. It's a decent card. And now for the card cut. Unfortunately, Starhound pack, you're just not good enough. Goodbye.
Deal me in.
Thanks to the double... I don't remember the name of the power. The double spell slinger, we're just so much better off keeping multiple spells. We're guaranteed to draw a champion at the start of the game no matter what, so we'll always have a target for all of our spellcasts and buffs. And because of that, we don't really need the Starhound pack. Let's drop down the action. We have the protection. Uh-oh. Just as I was saying, we were fine. Because we had targets, viable targets for all our spells. This deals 4, this deals 4. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we save action. Actually, yeah, action comes back because of the Undying Legion, so we're safe. We're actually safe. Oh, that could have been so bad for us because we would have lost our unit. And without our unit, we wouldn't have been able to buff up any of our units, and without viable targets we can't go for actions level up or proccing the Warlord's Palace. Full draw. A little bit of draw. Let's do action. Then we'll do a little bit of draw yet again. You know what? Sure, this is more card draw. These are all cards that are in the opponent's deck. We'll remove the Twisted Fate. Keep drawing. Can give something double attack, so might as well do it in this order. Try to maximize the amount of damage we're dealing to the opponent's Nexus in order to maximize the amount of cards we're drawing as well. You know what, opponent? I would really appreciate if you played stuff that I could target with my cards. Or stuff that I could target in general, just so I can make use of the cards I do have. He's dealing to everything. Sure, I'll accept that. As long as you don't remove my Twisted Fate, it's fine. I don't care. I would like it if this visual bug went away. I don't really want to have a card covering the stack. Let's do this here. Any way to prevent myself from taking a billion damage here? Maybe I can draw into something. I can't even see the middle option for that manifest. I think action is buffed enough to block. I guess I was wrong. Just with that 10 attack. Unfortunately, I couldn't see that because there's a big card blocking my my screen. I can't even pick the middle option, which is the card draw one. Okay, I spammed clicked a whole bunch and managed to do it. But I shouldn't have to. Let's do that. Shuffle the honest croupier just to get spell mana. Slipstream. We'll ancient preparations here. Loaded vessel seems good. We'll do Eye of the Storm here. I don't know what's in the middle, so I'm picking it. It's a mystery option. Meteor Shower. You know what? That's not too bad of a hit. Let's give his Spell Shield. We'll go for there, sure. Doesn't really matter at this point. We didn't even get the second Warlord's Palace from the action. That's a very big bummer. Hopefully I can hit another action. I did burn one, I remember that, I saw that much. Oh, that's an action. I definitely want that action. Please give me the action. We're buffing Twisted Fate. Ooh, that's perfectly fine by me. Do it. I don't care. All I want is the action. Wait. Draw one at the next round, start for each damage dealt. Oh, okay, it's not an immediate thing. I thought it was an immediate thing. Well, I can still do this. Opponent's likely to block here. Yep, I can use the Physis Champion spell to get a rally. I'm still going to refill my hand. Yeah, thanks to the opponent's power. Kind of want to get rid of this Shum the Waters, but I don't really have a way. Oh, I could have attacked again. That was a blunder. Let's override the Bull Shark with the action.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
Win big or die trying.
It's fine that I burn the Warlord's Palace, I think. I hope. Prosperity back to the opponent. I just want him to get rid of some of the units I have on board.
Always have a backup plan.
Like this one. I can block there. I can block with the Fizz. And I suppose I can block like so. That's the majority of our board gone. I'll take that, honestly. Ooh, DM leveling up the Twisted Fate is not that great though. I might actually be able to make use out of him. And that's something I don't like. I'll pass. Next turn.
Something for all.
Next turn what? I guess we're just using double trouble to refill the board the opponent just killed. Then I'm attacking with everything next turn using the playful trickster for a rally. We
Nothing escapes my notice.
do this, do this. I try to do this to proc the Warlord's Palace, or to get another Warlord's Palace.
Stacking the odds.
Is this fine? I can't tell because I can see all the things that are happening on the stack, so I don't know if I should react to something or not. Apparently it's fine. I didn't even get to use the playful trickster as well, but that's my bad. That was because I didn't play it when I know I could have. Well, at least I can try to proc the Warlord Sword. Scrying Sands. Well, the Newt Fish next turn is going to be fine. Let's do Imagined Possibilities. I guess I can do the Ruined Rex. There goes the Fizz. We have 3 cards in the deck. We're almost out of cards, so that means we're almost winning. The opponent's almost winning as well. One more card draw from the opponent. Oh. Well, we have the revive, so we're fine. Also, maybe this time around I won't get the visual bug where it covers the stack, so I can't really see what's happening and what I need to react to. I could have won that last turn though, or second to last turn, if I played the Physicist Champion spell. I just didn't know where I should point it, because I didn't know what units were being targeted with which, or with what. Well, if that happens again, I just need to pay more attention instead of getting tilted. Let's drop in the action Fizz. We can do Ancient Preparations. Immediately Ruined Rex. Well, at least I have the Undying Legion to protect the action. Or as a way to protect the action. It's fine. Let's do Ancient Preparations. Pick a card, sure. Some more card draw. Buff up here, X got upgrade here. We'll give the rush there. Now Fizz has double attack and rally on death. Can do this, immediately level up the action.
You cannot run from absolution.
This is a very early action level up. So theoretically, we should be able to snowball from this position. We'll just pick up this for card draw. All of these are terrible. Let's see if I get something better by skipping.
What was theirs is now ours.
That's okay-ish. We'll attack with both of our units. Now let's attack with like so. Should be able to protect our units using the Scrying Sands. Or the Shum the What, or the wild card, I mean. Pick a card on the Shum the Waters, sure. We're going to burn a bunch of cards next turn. If we don't empty our hand here. Pocket aces, I guess. We'll just do one for each Nexus. I don't know if you can kill the opponent with damage, so let's play towards the card draw game plan. And in order to do that, we do this. Pocket aces, gets doubled up, actually extremely synergistic with our deck. Let's do this so we can double the Eye of the Storm to draw a bunch of cards. Completely refill our hand. Guess this is fine because we'll be able to play thanks to the Sentinel Sword. Make it rain. Fortunately, we have a block for that. Let's just do this. Get one more card drawn. All refilling one of our spell mana for basically free. We do this, we'll have full cards in hand. Start playing stuff. Try to empty your hand. Double trouble. I just want to empty stuff so that I don't burn stuff with this second Sentinel Sword. Then we do pocket aces again. Nah, we'll wait. But what we can do is this, slipstream, and then we go for the ruined Rex. And we deal a billion damage to the opponent's units. Yep. It didn't count. I guess it's because it's multiple instances of 1 damage to the opponent's Nexus. But I was hoping it would count as a way to draw more cards, but whatever. Let's just do this. This burns a bunch of cards. Let's target our ally like so. I also want to get a what's it called, the Warlord Sword from this. Fine, it's exactly what I wanted. We burned an action, that's unfortunate. But we got the Warlord Sword. This is fine. Let's start bumping out rushes on the action, I guess. Give him all the epic items. Pocket aces. Then what? Guess we can go for Armed Acquisitioner. We'll heal ourselves by 2, since there is nothing better to do. Coral creatures, maybe we can get another spell that targets my own units. Recall. That works out. We can recall it. Get a redo of this spell. Get an action next turn, I guess. 8 cards in deck. We're almost there. We get there this turn, actually, I think. Because we lose the action to get another Warlord's Horde. Come on, let me target the action, there we go. Well, at least now the card isn't completely in the center, it's sort of off to the side. So we can actually pick all of the options. 5 cards in deck. Going to need to draw a bit more. Grappling hook, yet again. That increases the amount of cards in the deck, but it also can reduce by 1. Because I can proc the Warlord Sword. Or maybe I won't be able to because of lack of stuff that targets my own units. Ooh, it would be highly beneficial if you played something that I could target opponent. Will you do that for me, please? Here, you have the priority. Do something.
Win big or die trying.
That's something that's targetable. I kind of wanted to do double grappling hook. Let's see if the opponent attacks into me.
Nothing lasts
Yes, he
forever.
does. Perfect.
Always have a
That
backup.
gives him more card draw.
Oh, come now.
So hopefully he gets something that's playable. Yes.
We playing bilge rules.
Then I do grappling hook. That levels or that procs the Warlord Sword again. Also draws me one, and then I use the Warlord Sword to draw one last time. Ooh. That was quite a turn. Quite a bunch of turns, in fact. Turns out, if you just draft a low curve deck, you don't really need to worry about discarding cards. Because you'll just use the ones that are on the leftmost side anyway. Oh, so yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.